I've been a people pleaser for as long as I can remember, and it would take way more time than we have here tonight to figure out where or why or how this happened. But suffice it to say, approval seeking and wanting to be liked are character traits that have been with me since early adolescence. I was a late bloomer. By the time I finally got my shit together, I was in my 40s. By age 44, I was married to the man I had waited my whole life to find and was pregnant with the child I never thought I'd have. Life was good, really, really good. Our daughter was born on December 1st, 2011 by emergency C-section. I had planned to have natural childbirth, but fortunately, the universe had other plans. During the procedure that brought our little girl into the world, the doctors found a mass on my left fallopian tube. The mass turned out to be malignant, and my life changed in an instant. When my daughter was just 20 days old, I had surgery to remove as much of the cancer as possible. It was staged at 3C, and I was given a 50-50 chance of survival. My doctor was able to remove 98% of the cancer in surgery, and 2 weeks later, I started 6 months of IP chemotherapy in an attempt to wipe out the rest. That was 2.5 years ago. As I stand here today, I'm closing in on my 47th birthday. I have an amazing 2.5-year-old daughter. We named her Magnolia Grace, who's the joy of my life. I have an incredible husband who I had no idea that the vibrant woman he married would be fighting cancer within months of our saying our vows, but who has stepped up to support me in ways I never imagined. And I'm now participating in a clinical trial for recurrent ovarian and fallopian tube cancer, having learned in the past year that not only is my cancer the recurrent kind, but it has become platinum resistant and has spread to my lymph nodes. There's nothing like facing death to give your priority list a good old fruit basket turnover. And so what am I doing with my second act? Well, first order of business was to let go of the relationships that were not nourishing to me, the one-sided friendships that sucked up my energy rather than provided me with sustenance or joy. The toxic friends, we all know, we've all had a couple of those, were the first to go, and what a relief it was. I have not missed a single one of them. Try it. I then took a leave of absence from my job of 22 years, gave away all of my legal cases, let go of my attachment to being the best in my career at all costs, even if it meant working 60 to 80 hours a week, missing vacations and doctor's appointments, canceling on friends, being a no-show at family gatherings, not showing up for those most important to me, including myself. I made taking care of myself a priority. I changed my diet and started to think about what I was putting into my body. I forced myself to move and stretch and breathe fresh air, even when I didn't feel my best. I became proactive about addressing side effects of treatment with safe, supplemental holistic treatments like acupuncture, massage, and yoga and meditation. I made me a priority for the first time in my life, realizing that self-care was not a luxury, but a necessity for me now, as it is for everyone in this room. And then I filled my time with the good stuff. I surrounded myself with positive people, including a whole new community of sisters and brothers in the cancer world, including those of you in this very room. I savored, and I still savor, every moment with my daughter and husband and parents and brothers and dear, dear friends. I learned really quick, also for the first time in my life, how to say no, and loved it. If it wasn't nourishing to me or a loved one, or didn't help someone truly in need, I wasn't going to do it. And I started using my time, my second act, to give back. I set aside my fears, stepped out of my comfort zone, right here, started writing and speaking about my experiences with cancer and motherhood, including the stuff that not everyone likes to talk about, like sex and body image. I got involved with the Women's Survivors Alliance and this convention, the National Women's Survivors Convention, helping put on our first one last year. I started doing research for a foundation geared toward women with gynecologic cancers, and I'm now helping start a nonprofit organization to help sick people for whom traditional treatment has failed be matched with the best possible clinical trial to help save their life. These are the things that nourish me and give me joy: the connections with others, the giving back. being present for my husband and child, family and friends, doing whatever I can to help and inspire, and getting helped and inspired right back and then some. As with so many of you, cancer made me appreciate and make the most of this life I've been given, and I plan to keep doing just that, living and making the most of it for a long, long time to come. Thank you. That's my second act.